A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the last edition of Sports Tonight for the week. It's a Friday night, and we are here to do what we love to do, which is to talk sports, and of course to take you on an exciting journey from home and abroad, take you on a cruise and help you to enjoy everything that is sports-worthy on Sports Tonight. My name is Tony Bitoye. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share this time with you. It's a privilege we will not be taken for granted. Yemi Adebayo is starting off the show with me tonight, but let me tell you before I introduce him to you that Tunde Ogushiku is also in the house. Tunde will be filling us in with chess. There's a lot of chess to talk about, a lot of competitions going on at home and abroad. And remember, we had a lot of issues that we left unattended to last week that Tunde will be shedding light on for us this Friday. Let me also tell you that on the program tonight, we should be taking you to Cameroon. Hopefully, we should be connecting you to Cameroon. It's all about the finals of the Africa Women Cup of Nations. And you know already, it's Cameroon against Nigeria. We'll talk about it as well on the show tonight. The third place game was decided earlier on today. So we'll talk about all of it, the women's game. And of course, on the international scene at the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup, People's Democratic Republic of Korea will be up against France in the final. All right, so it's a weekend for the women to really enjoy the round leather game. All right, let's roll very quickly. And Yemi Adebayo is here. Yemi, let me welcome you to the show officially. Good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Thank you very much, Tony.
A lot to talk about really on the show, but I'm going to come to you. But let's start off the show by telling you how you can be a part of what we're doing on the program tonight by means of feedback. Sports Tonight is never complete without you. We don't do all the talking. We don't have all the ideas. We don't have a monopoly of knowledge. We believe that the best ideas could be coming from you. All right? And the best way to share your ideas with all of us is to use our feedback platforms. Facebook, Twitter, those addresses are showing right there on your screen. Take a good look at them and make sure you don't have any mistakes when you are typing in those addresses, so that you can talk to us on the program tonight by means of feedback. All right. Let's also tell you that you can keep track of all our top stories, follow all our programs on our website, www.channelstv.com. You could also watch on youtube.com/channelsweb. All right. If you click on the link showing on your screen, that's m.channelstv.com. It enables you to also watch us on your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry. Connects you straight to your home for the news. And if you go one step further, which is to download the Channels app for Android, iOS, Windows from their respective stores, that's the perfect place for you to be. That is where Channels wants you to be, so that you can enjoy all that we do on Channels TV, your award-winning Channels TV. And for you, you've also kept Channels where it's convenient for you. Channels at your fingertips 247. And as you do all of it, send your posts, your comments, your tweets. Let's appreciate you by telling us where those comments, those tweets are coming from, so that we can really appreciate you a lot more on the program tonight. Yemi, this is the end of the week for us, sports-wise. But then, generally, there's still one more day to go. The week ends tomorrow. But for us, on Sports Tonight, it ends on a Friday. But this has been a very, very dramatic, very, very sober week. Monday night's accident in Colombia has given this week a different complexion altogether. It's been a very, very sober week. We're so happy that we're wrapping it up. Although we're still in a sober season,
yeah.
But I'm happy that this week is eventually on its way out.
Yeah, I mean, the last few days, it's really been sad. You have to pick yourself up. You try to put yourself in the shoes of those who feel the impact of the loss. And, you know, no one is immune from the impact of tragedy. And that's why the sports fraternity, the sporting world, is trying to get behind the people of Chapeco and Brazil, and you know, all those who have lost something.
That is an interesting one. The Konda Indigenous tribe.
Yes.
What exactly are they doing?
Well,
paying tribute.
They're there to mourn, pay their last respects. They are part of the people that showed up at the Chapeco stadium. I mean, a lot of people have trooped in, but this was, I mean, final rites of passage. You know, they've just come to show
their own traditional way.
Yes, they've come to show that, well, we're part of these people. We feel the loss as well. Stadium, everybody just trooping in. Nobody can stop the mourners. They just increasing by the day. Everyone, I mean, the loss in time to come, I don't know if anybody can quantify, you know, and a lot of people have spoken. Pele has spoken. A lot of players have even offered to represent Chapecoense. I hear that Ronaldinho, Juan Romano, Riquelme, everybody just trying to rally around. This really hits hard, and everybody all over the world can really feel it. And Brazil is still in mourning mood. There is preparation on the way to do the final burial ceremony. That would be on Sunday, and that's what's going on right now.
So
putting finishing touches.
The burial ceremony will be taking place on Sunday, December 4th.
Yeah.
And I think that's really when the impact of this loss will be felt the most. And it's when you see those bodies being lowered into the ground, and the reality dawns on you that you are never going to.
You don't even want to go there, Tony. I mean, mutilated bodies. I mean, they were given tags. Some are just unidentified. I mean, the stories you hear is gruesome. It's, I don't know, it leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. I mean, but the good thing coming from a sad thing is that the whole world is uniting behind these people. The loss is not, you can't just quantify. You can't quantify. You don't even wish that your worst enemy who go through all this, those who have lost their sons, those who have lost their husbands, those who have lost children. I mean, people directly and indirectly involved with football also will feel the pain. And so many people whose life will not be the same forever owing to this loss.
All right, so that's it. Although those guys will be lowered into the ground on Sunday, you can be sure that for a long time to come, in fact, it's not just for a long time to come, forever, this will not be forgotten. It will not be forgotten, all right? So it's indeed a very sober season for football. We are united with the people of Chapecoense, and we'll keep talking about this, reflecting on all of this, and hope that God will help us to overcome the grief, all of us in the football family, and help us to avoid these errors that lead us to this kind of tragedy in our lives. All right, let's move away from all of it, although we expect you to talk to us about it for feedback. But let's talk about the other issues on the front burner today. Yemi, the male player of the year, FIFA male player of the year shortlist of 3 is eventually out. A lot of surprises for some people, but I don't know what you feel about it. And the shortlist is Messi, Antoine Griezmann of France and Atletico Madrid, and of course Cristiano Ronaldo. When was the last time we had a shortlist of 3 and Messi or Ronaldo didn't make it?
It has to be 2007. That one of them didn't make it. The one that didn't involve any one of them, probably you have to go back to 2006. You know, because even when Kaka won in 2007, Ronaldo was close, and ever since 2008,
Messi has been a constant feature.
Both
Messi,
of them,
Ronaldo,
and the contest has always been between both.
Messi
and this
Ronaldo.
Case is not different. No disrespect to Antoine Griezmann, no disrespect to the Frenchman. Good footballer, has done a lot for his club. and for his country, but he doesn't just come close to these two. I'm not surprised. A lot of people will ask why Neymar is not here, why maybe Luis Suarez is not there. I think those two guys, but of course you can't put everybody in the short list. It has to be a 3-man short list. You have Messi in there. I don't know. I probably would have put Luis Suarez.
And then taking who out?
Probably would have taken Messi out. My opinion.
Anyway, that's everybody speaking. You can also tell us about this. The shortlist of 3, it's out. So one of these 3 persons will become the FIFA Male Player of the Year for 2016. But let's take a look at the other ones. The shortlist of coaches. Any surprise here for you?
No surprises.
About the 3 guys.
No surprises. These 3 guys, in January, if anyone told you that these guys will be in the position they are in, you say no. Zidane was with the junior team, coaching Real Madrid. They just gave him the job, and let's see what he does. Let's see what happens in June. And lo and behold, he won the Champions League. He's in a situation where he's 6 points ahead of Barcelona. Santos, the Portuguese coach, no one also expected
it would win Euros.
Yeah.
After a poor struggle, they struggled at the beginning of the competition.
Didn't win the game in 90 minutes. And what can you say about Claudio Ranieri? The bookies put their money on him
to be the first man to be
sacked. First coach to lose his job. And all these 3 guys, whoever wins is worthy of
apart from winning the English Premier League title, he's also had an unbeaten run, a winning streak in the UEFA Champions League. All right,
that's commendable. These guys
amazing shortlist.
Yeah, 2016 they made and national team managers feature more. That's surprising. Feature more this time. Usually club coaches dominate, but for this year, 2 club coaches, just 1 national manager, because that's usually the trend. But for anybody that wins, it's hard for me, and I'm not going to stick out my leg as to fairy tale stories, very similar circumstances for 3 of them, and we'll see what happens, but whoever wins at the end of the day is worthy of their work.
All right, let's still stay with Zidane, and this time talk about the big game this weekend, tomorrow, the biggest game on the planet. That's what they call it, the biggest game in the universe. That's what they call it. It's the El Clasico, and it's Real, it's Barcelona going for it. Hear me very quickly. It's a defining moment, particularly for Barcelona, because they are 6 points
behind.
6 points behind.
They have to halt the progress of Los Blancos now.
And if they lose this one, they go 9 points behind. So they really have to.
Even a draw is like losing 2 points for Barcelona. It's interesting. Both managers have a good history. Both managers played in the El Clasico. They know how it is. Both managers in their playing days, how they go at each other. Luis Enrique happens to be one of the few guys that have played for Real Madrid and played for Barcelona at the same time. Zinedine Zidane in his playing days was one of the highlights of the Clasico when it was played. Pictures going around on Twitter. There was a particular occasion where both guys had an altercation.
Of course, when they were players
for the both teams. So we'll see how this pans out. This is a true test of Zidane's tactical ability. Nobody can argue about Luis Enrique and what he's been able to achieve, how he's been able to navigate the tight corners. But this one, and let's not forget, even when it seemed that Barcelona were running away with the title last year, you remember how Zidane went to the Nou Camp, defeated Barcelona, and made them take the title seriously because the gap that was very wide became narrow. At the end of the day, Barcelona won, but then to come to the Nou Camp and get that kind of victory and made people start taking Zidane seriously. So it's going to be very tough, but I have a feeling that Barcelona wants it more. And if you're going to lose to somebody, it will be against Real Madrid. So on the strength of that, I think it might just be Barcelona, but it's going to be tight.
All right, so that's the biggest game on the universe tomorrow. Barcelona and Real Madrid going for it. I'm told we need to pause for a break now. When we return, we'll take a look at the big game in the English Premier League. It is Chelsea and Manchester City going, for broke. We'll talk about it and more when we return. Join us again.